What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today we're back inside of Diablo 3 and discussing the patch notes 2.6.7 for Season 19 inside of Diablo 3. While doing this discussion, you're going to have some gameplay behind me for your viewing pleasure. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and do that right now, because we're going to be coming out with Diablo 3, Diablo Immortal, and Diablo 4 content on a regular basis right here on this channel. So the patch notes, they are very in-depth, and I'm going to be linking the full notes in the description of this video if you want to go through and read through them yourself. If not, you can listen to me, watch the gameplay, and kind of see what you can expect from Season 19. So let's start out with just some of the general stuff, and there's only one thing that I want to focus on here, and that is Greater Rift Keystones are now subject to vacuum pickup. Probably something that you guys are going to want to know, so, well, that's why I said it right there. Also, we're going to jump into Seasons information now, and we do have a developer's note, which I'm going to read to you guys right now. One of the biggest pieces of feedback from Season 18's buff was that the Triune bonus didn't stick with your character while you adventured. With Season 19, we've altered course as well as upped the ante by experimenting with new mechanics to add an element to both chaos and power to the battlefield. It should feel a bit like Pandemonium, and it may be a consideration whether or not you want to reset your total kill streak for a particular kill bonus versus continuously maintaining the overall effect. Kill streaks with higher kill count requirements are more powerful, and we're looking forward to seeing what players think of and what players are going to actually do with them. The buff for Season 19. The Season of Eternal Conflict has been added. Pandemonium. For the duration of the season, all players will have a stacking buff that persists as long as you have hit or killed a monster within the last 5 seconds. Each stack gives 0.005 movement speed and 0.001% bonus damage. This bonus caps at 50% movement and 100% damage. That is 1,000 stacks. In addition, after reaching a certain number of kills in a row, the power is unleashed, dealing an amount of scaling damage based on player level, difficulty, or greater rift level. So then we have a breakdown shown. 15 kills, exploding chickens, seek and destroy. 30 kills, a wide frost nova freezing enemies. 50 kills would be corpses rain from the sky. 100 kills, 5 massive energy twisters are unleashed. 150 kills, dark geysers from beneath enemies. 200 kills, treasure chests fall from the sky. 300, a ring of fire engulfs everything. 400, meteors fall from above. 500, angels descend upon the battlefield to fight for your cause. And can we talk for a second about the gameplay and the cutscene right here? Going into Act 3 in Diablo 3, I'm telling you guys, the artwork, the way these games are designed are just beautiful. I could sit here and watch this all day. I was super excited to have this footage for you guys as I read through these patch notes. Powers are tracked at a group level. That means by only one power can be active in play at a time, regardless of the number of players in a group. 2 seasonal rewards are available for players who fully complete Season 19 journey: the Valor Portrait Frame and the Angelic Treasure Goblin Pet. Lilith's Embrace. This exclusive pair of cosmetic wings are now available for all players who purchased the virtual ticket. Now, we're going to take a moment and speak on items. Developers note, with patch 2.6.7, we are beginning to roll out new class sets for every class in Diablo 3. For the Season of Valor, we're focusing on 2 classes that embody the light and wield some of the holy elemental damage: Crusader and Monk. So guys, the Crusader and the Monk are going to be 2 of the classes that you really might want to be focusing on, since they're going to be getting some new gear and new stuff inside of the game. I know for me personally, I'm going to be spending a lot of time working with the Monk. You'll also find a handful of returned or newly added legendary powers intended to synergize with the new class sets. We did a lot of community research into which skills were most requested by players, as well as most underrepresented in current builds, and we hope you're as excited as we are for these new gameplay options. The other class sets will be coming in later patches, so if your class isn't represented this time around, fret not, they're coming in a future patch. You'll also notice a significant number of Barbarian item changes in this patch. While the Barbarian class set will be coming at a later date, we have very much heard the war cry from the dedicated Barbarian community and implemented a number of changes heavily inspired by extremely thorough feedback. While not every suggestion has been taken at a one-to-one parity, the thoughtful analysis helped guide us in changes we could implement in this patch. So it's really cool to see that they are listening to what the community wants and making changes as seasons come to an end and new seasons come to be, based on what the community wants to see, what the game needs, and just the overall balance of the game. Now we're going to take a moment and talk about the new Crusader set, Aegis of Valor. 2-piece bonus, attacking with Fist of the Heavens empowers you, allowing Heaven's Fury to deal 100% increased damage for 5 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. 4-piece bonus, hitting the Fist of the Heavens generates 5 wrath and reduces enemies' damage taken by 1% for 5 seconds and can stack up to 50 times. 6-piece bonus, increase the damage of the Fist of the Heavens and the Heaven's Fury by 20,000%. We do have a developer's note along with this. Thank you so much for your thorough feedback and testing on the 2.6.7 PTR. We decided to add Heaven's Fury to the mix based on popular request, as well as because we agree that it matches the theme and adds more gameplay complexity. So again, listening to the community, seeing what the community actually wants. So that was the Crusader. Now let's discuss the Monk, which I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be really interested in playing. We have a 2-piece bonus. Sweeping Wind gains the effect of every rune, and movement speed is increased by 5% for each stack of Sweeping Wind. The 4-piece bonus, attacking with Tempest Rush, reduces your damage taken by 50% and increases spirit regeneration by 50. 6-piece bonus, hitting with Tempest Rush while Sweeping Wind is active will temporarily increase the size of Sweeping Wind after hitting over 30 times within a short period. Sweeping Wind damage is increased by 15,000%. And another developer's note, thank you again for the feedback on 2.6.7. We heard the Monk request for additional damage reduction and to better integrate Tempest Rush as a skill. So again, guys, they are listening. They're figuring out what needs to be done based on community requests and really what the game truthfully needs. Really nice to see that. Now we have Dark Light. Fist from the Heavens has a 100% chance to cast twice. Additional legendary power increases the damage of the Fist of the Heavens by 800 to 1,000%. We have a Vengeful Wind, increasing the maximum stack count of Sweeping Wind by 10. Additional legendary power increases the damage of Sweeping Wind by 600 to 800%. We have the Wan Keem Lao, a new legendary power. Hitting with Tempest Rush will activate Cyclone Strike, and both skills deal 500 to 600 increased damage. Shintoto's Resolve, the scaled attack speed damage bonus to Wave of Destruction has been reduced. And there is a developer's note again on this one. This is a reactive adjustment from an earlier change to how Wave of Destruction receives a bonus attack speed or bonus from attack speed. The buff that resulted from that change was more than we expected, so we're reining it in. Basically, they gave it too much of a buff in the past. Wrath of the Wastes, a 6-piece bonus. The damage bonus now also applies to Rend. Moving down to Ambo's Pride, a new legendary power. Attacking with Whirlwind also applies Rend, and the total damage of Rend is dealt over 1 second. We have Remorseless, and with the legendary power, while both Wrath of the Berserker and Call of the Ancients are active, Hammer of the Ancients deals 200 to 250% more damage. Bracers of Destruction. Seismic Slam deals 400 to 500 increasing damage to the first 5 to 10 enemies it hits. Fury of Ancients. Call of the Ancients gains the effect of the Ancients' Fury rune. and your Ancient's attack 100% faster. Bone Ringer. Now it's a cap of 60 stacks. And we have another developer's note on that one. It says, we never intended for this item to be used in a way where you farm stacks for an enormous amount of time, 5+ minutes, and then watch all the health disappear in less than a second. It's not an engaging style of gameplay, and we don't want the experience to be like that, so basically we are changing it. Legacy of Dreams. The gem is now more likely to drop from a Greater Rift Guardian. We have a little bit on monsters. We have the Blighter. The Blighter's poison tentacles area of effect now hit less frequently, but at a higher damage when attacking players. We have a bunch of bug fixes, including the issue where certain item bonuses, such as from the item Death Wish, would persist between changing forms to an Acron. Developers note a few patches ago, we stated we were going to continue to observe Bazooka's Wizard to see if its performance, how it was over time. Back then, we thought it would require a high level of skill to execute that would make it relatively less utilized as a hard but rewarding gameplay option, but that wasn't the case, so time to switch it up, basically. So guys, I have just taken you through the entire patch list, which again is going to be linked down in the description of this video. Remember, again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like Diablo, any Diablo, make sure you sub the channel and ring the bell, because I'm coming out with videos on a regular basis on this brand new channel. Really excited about it. I'm really excited to have you guys here with me as well, supporting what we're doing here in Diablo 3, Diablo Immortal, and Diablo 4. You guys could also find me over on Instagram. It's Echo Gaming Media. There I share things from my regular life and also some YouTube stuff as well. So if you want to connect with me on another level, come on over to Instagram. All of the things that I've discussed in this video are linked in the description. Take a peruse through, find the patch notes, find my social networks, find yourself a good time. I'll be playing Diablo 3 again tonight. We have some really exciting videos coming up for you guys, things that I'm not sure you've seen before inside of the game, even though it's been out for so long. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, not really sure, but either way, I hope you stick around. I hope you come back tomorrow for another video, and until then, be good.